Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. So one more new try in stock options where I just taking a stock options for today's study. And these options, I'm just looking for today any opportunity on Camarilla R4 breakout. So based on yesterday's value, that is a Camarilla is normally based on yesterday's value. So you can see some uh, some patterns in this particular options. So that may be a good one for our intraday or even positional also. So all the stocks that particularly options in charting scanner we can easily find out those stock which forming such a pattern in equity. But in options, it is very difficult to do it because we have a lot of strike price for a particular stocks and almost 180, 181 F1 stocks. If you want to check all the things, it will take almost 2 hours. But we are doing that and to find out the stock which forming inside Camarilla. So already we have a charting scanners to find out the stock, but some stock may be inside Camarilla, but the options may not be inside Camarilla. But here in this scanner, so like it may be updated on our Google Sheet. In the next page, one page, we can add it on a Google Sheet. So what are the stocks which forming inside Camarilla? So this I taken one day before, and I'm tracking for an opportunity today. So we need to track based on the volume and other factors to find out. So exactly these stocks are inside between the previous day R4 levels. That means previous day values. So where you can see R4 and S4 and previous day, and today that was an inside because we can find out this and one day before. Maybe these are all the options which I selected by yesterday, and I'm just tracking whether how it is works that R4 level breakouts in stocks. We easily find out with scanners and to find out in particular ATM strike price. If you find out maybe one or two stocks, we can go for an option trading in intraday. So something like that which I find out, but it is inside between the R3 and S3. As of now, I'm just finding R4 and S4 of previous day, and that should be inside between the previous day level. So here RAC to 640 put option which forming a such a pattern. So you may think the 640 call option also be the same, but sometimes it is not. So let me check REC 640 call option. Here it is an put and here is a call option. This is also be inside. Okay, so in this case this is also be inside, and this time it break the S4 and it is keep on moving lower. So we have to find out for an opportunity in a upside move. So we have to wait for a R4 level to break out. So after forming an inside, we have to check for an R4 level to break on REC 640 call option. So one more stock, Paj Industries, but it was not a liquid, but even it forming a inside, but today it opened above to the level and it doesn't give you an opportunity. Okay, so REC such forming a such a pattern and it was giving you such a good result, and that would be a better one in intraday. Just wait. So finding an inside levels, and it would be a great opportunity where I just focusing for a breakout. Here this particular stock where it is given you the breakout on R4 level 24.95. So this is an inside. So we can't able to keep a R3 or a pivot as a stop loss because it is a very narrow range compared to the previous day. Maybe S4 we keep as a stop loss and R4 we keep as a breakout. Okay, so both strike price which forming a such a pattern, even it is more powerful, and I'm just studying this and in options. So nowhere you can find out such a kind of scanners and filters to find this kind of pattern in the form. So for example, Indo Hotel 650 put option which forming inside compared to the previous day. So where you can see previous day R4 and today's R4 level, it is exactly inside between previous day. So this also given you the breakout around 20, and it went up to near about 26, 25.5, and now it is closed. So this is also one more opportunity we find out for a breakout. But in this case, Indo Hotel 650, this is a call a put option, and we can look for a call option, August. So in this case, this is not an insight. So that one which I am explaining you recently, REC both as an insight, but in total, only the put as an insight, but call as not an insight. It is a S4 is less than the previous day S4. It is not an insight. So we have to check about the strike prices, which is an insight. There is a good opportunity for a breakout like REC. And in the hotel, maybe also giving you breakout only on that particular put strike price forming a such a pattern where you can see the call strike put strike price. It is an exactly inside, but in case the call strike price, it doesn't inside one. So we have to find out based on the closing price, and we select a strike price based on ATM, and after that we will be following this particular strike price, maybe good opportunity where we can find out. And the next one is in the petro, where it is triggers at this moment in the morning, but it doesn't give you a result. But from 16 and it went up to 13, 3.3 rupees lower. Maybe if I'm keeping the stop loss around 10.8, it doesn't break, may positionally also we can take over this. Okay, let me check that is 1 or 2 days how the system works. But intraday, if it is given you the breakout, so maybe if S4 we can keep as a stop loss or pivot. But this is a very narrow range. If you are keeping a pivot or R3 or pivot, so maybe the chances of triggering that level should be very high. And IDFC, that in the morning I find an IDFC put option of 76 very inside, and it was triggers the level almost 2.5, and it went up to 2.85. I think the large size of this particular stock is very high. So this is also forming a such a pattern. And Hindustan Unilever 2720. In this case, where it is triggers, and if you are keeping your R1, R3 or pivot, it may be triggered, and then it moving towards the same level. But S4 level is not triggered, and it is a perfect insight compared to the previous day R3 and S3 levels. Maybe we have seen one of the swing scanner based on that level, it is giving you such a good result on positional basis. But this is purely to filter out the stock options which forming a inside Camarilla, and based on the strike price is an ATM. In world toss, that may be triggered with a stop loss in this case. So it triggers in the second or third candle around a 62. Maybe if I'm keeping a stop loss below 52, that got triggered, and we will be winding out of this trade. Maybe it is not an 100%, but almost 70 to 80%, which is giving you such a good opportunity for our intraday trades. And Bajaj also be a perfect intraday, and that intraday level would be previous day R3 and S3 levels, and now it is in the downside. Okay, this is a call option, and the same strike price of put option also very narrow. It is an R3 and S3 in between, and it is given in the breakout around 44, but the closing it is closed with 49. And finally BPCL I'm just looking at. So you can look at this, all the strike prices, it is exactly inside Camarilla formations. So which I just created some scanner with the help of my friend, so who is helping to create such a kind of scanner. And if it is success, then you can easily find out such a breakout of scanner. So what I'm exactly looking with this scanner, you can look at this previously, this particular strike price. Here is the very narrow Camarilla. It's not a CPR, Camarilla levels. Let's see that condition simply the previous day R4 and S4, it is inside between the R4 and S4, and such a pattern. How I'm just looking for a positionally, you can see very narrow range. Maybe that time it may not be a ATM strike price, it will be a OTM strike price. So this given you the breakout around 3.4, maybe I'm just keeping the S4 level is 2.2 as a stop loss. 3.4 and 2.2, just 1.2 is the risk. If it is triggered, I'm just going to out from the trade. But here it is giving you such a good breakout. From that level, it went to maximum 16 or 17 or even nearby 20, 19.9. So this is what a positional one which we can utilize for if any stocks which forming a very narrow or inside one compared to the previous day. And one more day where it is forming in the same strike price here on 29th July, the same strike price which forming exact inside between the previous day. But tracking and finding this kind of pattern, it is very difficult, but we have tried, and lot of work which we have done. And here is then 6.1, maybe stop loss is 4, that is what S4 level and the R4 level. So it is given the breakout, and it moves almost 20, and the same thing which is happening on those stocks today. but it doesn't break the level, I think. Maybe this one should be a breakout level one more time. But here some of the stocks which we are taken, this R4 level on Bajaj, Fincell that moves well, and Voltas may be a stop loss kind of thing which is triggered, and Hindustan Unilever maybe triggers and came down and finally recovered near to the closing, and IDFC that moves well, and Hindustan in the Petro that is in lower level, and this one it is giving you such a good move on 650 put option of Hindu Hotel, and REC that was another great move which is happening from that level to almost it went up to 24 to 32, so 6 rupees. And Paj Industries also more, but it doesn't have a liquidity and it is not traded with the volume. Okay, simply so we have a lot of conditions and filters to filter out the options, so which options which forming is such a pattern that I'm exactly looking for. So these are all the options. Even I find some of the options. Okay, so let me try to find some of the options. I think 2 days back also I'm just back testing this, and if it is works very good, then we can utilize for continuously we will be updating on our Google Sheet also. Maybe a very few number of stocks, amount 180 we are getting only few number of stocks in this list. So let me open some of the stocks which forming like just wait. So I think yesterday I find some stock that is 29. So SBIN 880 Paul. So here this is on previous day, but it doesn't break the any of the level. And today also it is forming a such a pattern. How did we missed out? Two consecutive day. Maybe this one is stop loss and R4, and this is also be the same kind of. But yesterday we find this, and let me check Infosys 1880 option. That is also be very inside yesterday. Maybe put option in fee 1880. Just we are doing it on a new opportunities. Yeah. So this is what an opportunity. Yesterday it is an inside, and it given in the breakout at 39, and maybe a stop loss is 30, and today it went up to 53. So something like that. The new scanners which you are creating for this particular stock option, which is going to be forming a such a inside pattern, inside Camarilla. So that may be a good one for intraday. So maybe soon. We will be updating this on our Google Sheet. Those who are already using our Google Sheet, you can access it free of cost. So you can also make use of it, this scanner also. And anyone who want to access my Google Sheet with this previous scanner, like a weekly, monthly, and intraday camera breakout. So you can also and get access, and now we reduce the monthly charges for the Google Sheet. Is previously it is 1200, now it is 899. So if you wish, and you can also get that Google Sheet and you can make use of it, but it is soon we will be getting this update on our Google Sheet. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching. And if you have any questions or doubt, just comment on this comment box. And if you want to get more details, the WhatsApp number is shown on this video. You can just ping me on the number or the direct link which is available on the description. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching this video.